Forget simple lists. This is the ultimate evolution of lethal precision from afar.
We are talking ice-cold accuracy to 50 caliber monsters ripping through solid steel, to high-tech weapons redefining the very concept of distance. These ultimate machines turned impossible long shots into routine operations. They dominated battlefields, shattered limits, and forced armies to rewrite modern warfare strategy. Some target silence, others deliver pure devastation, but one can master it all. Today, we are breaking down the legendary sniper rifles that conquered history. They dominated it. Number 9. The Gepard GM6 Lynx. A monster, folding in half right at the action. That was the insane engineering promise Hungarian designers at Ciro delivered with the Gepard GM6 Lynx. And because it actually performs under fire, this absolute monster deserves its legendary spot. This GM6 Lynx is a semi-automatic bullpup anti-materiel weapon. Packing 50 caliber firepower, it measures just 38.6 inches long, making it way more compact than standard bolt-action 50 calibers, a massive tactical advantage when operators are clearing tight urban environments. It weighs in at around 26.5 pounds empty, feeding from a 5-round magazine. The real genius is not the massive caliber, but how engineers tamed its violent power. The GM6 utilizes a long stroke system, forcing the entire barrel to slide back inside the receiver. That is 12 inches of space absorbing brutal kinetic energy before it reaches the operator. Even under heavy 50 caliber pressure, this genius mechanism cuts down recoil so much that a shooter easily holds their steady position, unleashing devastating follow-up shots faster than any standard heavy sniper out there. Hungary quickly drafted it into service. Elite NATO Special Forces units immediately put this beast to the test. What the GM6 proved was that extreme .50 BMG firepower could be packed into a mobile frame without needing a heavy stationary mount to fire. That single design breakthrough completely changed how modern compact sniper systems are judged. But staying compact while packing heat is only half the battle at this tier. Number 8. The FN SCAR-20S. Prior to 2010, a dangerous tactical gap existed, separating regular frontline infantry from elite high-altitude sniper teams. Modern targets frequently popped up at 400 to 600 meters out, too far for a standard rifle, yet not calling for a massive sniper team setup. This FN SCAR-20S stepped up as the semi-automatic surgical answer. Spitting 7.62 NATO rounds, it boasts a heavy 20-inch match-grade barrel, measuring 44.5 inches overall, while weighing an incredibly light 11.3 pounds empty. Real-world testing proves it rings steel consistently up to 800 meters away, unlike older designated marksman models, which were just basic modified battle rifles. This weapon was built exclusively for pinpoint accuracy. Its floating barrel and custom stock maintain dead-eye precision in brutal field conditions, not just clean ranges. Special forces and international allies have documented major tactical success, where traditional bolt actions are too slow and standard carbines are simply too sloppy. This platform permanently shifted military combat doctrine. A real designated marksman demands a custom-built weapon, not some modified infantry rifle. This realization altered military procurement across all of NATO. But 800-meter precision is only the beginning. To go even further, you and I must look to platforms designed for the most brutal environments on Earth. Number 7. The Sako TRG-42. In the 1990s, the Finnish military valued rugged reliability above everything else. They demanded a weapon capable of functioning at -40 degrees Celsius, where a single mechanical failure meant certain death in the field. So, the engineers at Sako built the brutal TRG-42 to survive. Chambered in .338 Lapua Magnum, it features a 27.1-inch cold hammer-forged barrel, spitting out lethal rounds at 2,970 feet per second. The rifle measures 47.2 inches long and weighs only 11 pounds when empty. Its 3-lug bolt design uses a tight 60-degree lift, providing a much faster cycle than traditional 90-degree systems, giving shooters a massive advantage during frozen operations. Sako knew that long-range accuracy depends on how metal parts interact during extreme cold and thermal contraction. They built the receiver and bedding system of the TRG-42, specifically to hold zero across a massive temperature scale. Naturally, Finland, their Nordic neighbors, and several NATO forces adopted it. The TRG-42 proved that extreme weather accuracy was not just a niche feature, but the absolute baseline requirement for any serious military military sniper. While this truth is standard military doctrine now, it once was not. This reliability cleared the way for future weapons built to solve an even tougher puzzle, creating a single system to fire multiple calibers in active combat. Number 6. The SVD Dragunov. In 1963, Soviet High Command demanded something wild, a semi-automatic weapon capable of hitting targets at 600 meters, issued to a marksman inside an infantry squad. This gave every standard unit organic long-range firepower, instead of relying on traditional snipers, creating one of the most widely deployed combat rifles in history. The winning design by Yevgeny Dragunov, the SVD, fired the venerable 7.62 by 54 mm rimmed cartridge. Built for fast precision, it utilizes a 24.4-inch barrel, a short-stroke gas piston, and a 10-round box magazine. With the standard PSO-1 scope, its practical reach easily hits 800 meters. Remarkably, the entire weapon weighs just 9.5 pounds empty. This rifle saw intense action in every major Soviet war, from Vietnam to Afghanistan, with over 1.2 million units built, including licensed copies produced by China and Iraq. This massive production shows how completely Soviet forces embraced their squad marksman concept. On the battlefield, the SVD proved that squad-level distance capability could be successfully mass-produced for war. This tactic was studied closely by every army that faced Soviet troops. While some copied the weapon, everyone eventually adopted the doctrine. Now, what if you and I threw out all weight limits just to achieve pure, destructive power? Number 5. The Barrett M82. Most people think the Barrett M82 started as a sniper rifle, but its true origin is way more wild. Back in 1982, Ronnie Barrett built the first prototype simply because he could not afford a .50 caliber rifle. So he just built one himself. Operating without formal credentials, he engineered a semi-automatic mechanism that actually became a physical reality. By 1990, the U.S. Army officially adopted the upgraded M82A1 variant, arriving right in time for Operation Desert Storm. Packing a massive .50 caliber punch, this M82A1 features a savage 29-inch barrel and an overall length of 57 inches. That massive unloaded weight of 29.7 pounds is a direct result of its recoil system, combining a short-stroke gas-operated action with a muzzle brake to violently redirect explosive gas. This drops the massive kickback to manageable levels for a high-pressure semi-automatic. Armed with a 10-round magazine, its effective range against heavy hardware reaches a massive 1,800 meters. During Desert Storm, American forces put the M82A1 to work, absolutely wrecking Iraqi aircraft, radar systems, and light tactical vehicles. Wrecking equipment at extreme ranges? Yeah, that was never part of the original design plans. It was born from pure battlefield necessity, completely redefining what this weapon could do. Here is the twist most historians miss. The U.S. military actually rejected the M82 at first. It only got a shot after Dutch and Swedish forces bought it first, and American troops started demanding it after seeing what their allies could do with it. The legacy-defining deal for this legendary rifle basically happened through the back door. Number 4. The McMillan TAC-50. On June 22, 2002, Canadian Master Corporal Rob Furlong secured a confirmed kill at an unbelievable 2,430 meters in Afghanistan. A mind-blowing record that stood unmatched for over 10 years. The weapon was the McMillan TAC-50, and that insane distance was no accident. We are talking about a manual bolt-action anti-materiel monster, chambered in 50 BMG. It rocks a heavy 29-inch cold hammer-forged fluted barrel, spanning 57 inches overall, with an empty weight of 26.5 pounds. By choosing a manual bolt action instead of a semi-automatic, it completely eliminates the timing errors common under extreme .50 caliber pressures. This strict mechanical discipline creates a platform whose insane accuracy at 1,500 meters and beyond is capped, more by crosswinds and ballistic math than by the weapon itself. The Canadian Joint Task Force 2 proved this truth on the battlefield, and way past Furlong's record. Another Canadian operator in Iraq smashed the record in 2017 from 3,540 meters using this weapon. These are not cheap marketing hype. We are talking verified combat logs, eyewitness accounts, and brutal ballistic testing. The TAC-50 proved one undeniable truth. Landing extreme shots in combat is mostly a test of bullet design, chaotic wind, and split-second math.
The weapon's only job is to be so flawless that it adds zero mechanical error to the shot. This intense philosophy of engineering a gun that never lies completely sets the standard for our top picks. Only 2 elite weapons rank higher than this, and our ultimate number 1 served as the blueprint and design foundation for every weapon on this list. Number 3. The legendary CheyTac M200 intervention. By the year 2000, the ultimate goal for sniper tech was no longer just accuracy, but massive reach. We are talking total projectile stability, straight through the transonic barrier. That is the brutal zone where supersonic rounds drop to subsonic speed and completely lose control. Sure, the elite .338 Lapua hits its limit around 1,400 meters, but could another caliber destroy that boundary? Enter the absolute beast, the .408 CheyTac. It was custom-engineered from the ground up, using fluid dynamics to maintain laser precision way past 2,000 meters. And the iconic M200 intervention is the weapon, custom-built to unleash this round. It packs a 29-inch barrel, folds to 53 inches, and weighs 27 heavy pounds. Its 7-round magazine launches a massive 419-grain bullet at 2,850 feet per second. Both combat operations and extreme range shooters proved it works. This beast flies straight and true where the legendary .338 Lapua completely fails. On a clear day, its confirmed combat reach against human targets easily exceeds 2,000 meters. The legendary M200 completely revolutionized the entire industry, proving that the rifle wasn't the weak link anymore. The bullet itself was. While tuning a specific bullet for one job is rare, this masterpiece permanently rewrote the rules for all future long-distance sniper rifles. Number 2. The Barrett MRAD. In 2012, global military forces hit a massive logistical wall. They demanded one single rifle to shoot .308 for urban fights, then instantly swapped to .338 Lapua for long-range combat. Commanders didn't want 3 heavy, separate sniper rifles. They wanted one badass weapon that stays dead on target after swapping calibers. The AXMC delivered, aggressively evolving from the combat-proven AW and AWM sniper lines. This multi-caliber monster easily runs .338 Lapua and .300 Norma, and .308 Winchester, using a quick swap bolt and barrel done in under 10 minutes in combat. Running .338, it rocks a 26-inch barrel and weighs only 14.8 pounds. You get 10 rounds of .308, or 5 heavy rounds of .338. Its designers knew the military wanted to kill off messy, fragmented supply lines and training programs. By smashing all those needs into one weapon, the AXMC was fast adopted by UK Special Forces and multiple elite NATO units. This rifle completely proved to the world that modularity and extreme accuracy go hand in hand. It proved a sniper system can be both insanely accurate and totally adaptable on the fly, proving that paying for multiple separate sniper systems is a waste compared to engineering one ultimate weapon that does everything. This absolute triumph paved the way for our number 1 ultimate combat weapon, to turn that theory into a massive, undeniable battlefield reality. Number 1. The Barrett MRAD. By 2010, Command knew that no single weapon could satisfy every brutal mission across USSOCOM. The Barrett MRAD multi-role design was built specifically to solve this tactical nightmare. This modular bolt-action platform easily chambers 7.62 by 51mm NATO, heavy .300 Norma Magnum, and .338 Lapua Magnum. Its insane quick-change barrel and bolt system let you swap calibers in under 60 seconds in the field without any re-zero. Running the .338, it features a 26.8-inch barrel and weighs a mere 14.1 pounds. Folded down, its short 46.5-inch length makes it insanely compact for its raw power. Back in 2019, USSOCOM ran a brutal competition and crowned the MRAD as their Mark 22 advanced sniper rifle. They did not just want one hyper-accurate rifle locked into a single caliber. They demanded an absolute beast that could dominate every single mission profile. And the MRAD crushed it, delivering pure adaptability without sacrificing an ounce of performance. This Barrett masterpiece is the ultimate answer to warfare's oldest tactical puzzle. Can a single weapon actually handle the insane pressure of every battlefield role? Now, with its selection as the Mark 22,
That answer is a resounding yes. It is the absolute peak of firearm engineering, proving every bit of tactical logic behind the legends on this list. 9 weapons. 10 historical moments where tactical necessity forced engineers to build the impossible. Our final entry did not win by just beating the competition in one category. It won by dominating every front. Seamless caliber swaps, brutal durability, and surgical precision under the worst conditions an elite operator will ever face. Solving that issue was a much bigger nightmare than any single platform below it faced, and it is a far tougher argument to win in military procurement than simple specs can prove. So out of these 10, which one truly had the most massive impact on how sniper warfare evolved? And why? Let me know in the comments. The debate is way better than the list. Hit subscribe if you want tactical breakdowns that cut past the hype. These weapons did not just impact the battlefield, they rewrote the limits of lethality. And modern warfare is built on their legacy.